the younger brother stabbed his own older brother with a knife and then dumped the body into the river to destroy the evidence. The reason he did this was to take his brother's place and enter Harvard University. He thought that once his brother sank into the river, he would be dead for sure. But to his surprise, his brother miraculously survived. However, his throat was damaged, and he became mute, unable to speak. To reclaim his rightful life, he went to the Education Bureau to prove his identity, but because he was dressed in rags, the security guard mistook him for a beggar and kicked him out. Then the man suddenly remembered the letter of recommendation the Harvard University president had written for him. The president had promised to contact him as soon as he was admitted to Harvard. So, he thought if he could just get to New York and find the president, he might still have a chance. He traveled all the way to Harvard University, but when he arrived at the gate, he was forcefully stopped by the security guard. The man, unwilling to give up, went to the gate every day to plead his case, only to end up being beaten up by the security guards. In the end, his last shred of hope was shattered. With nowhere left to turn, he went to the riverbank, deciding to end his meaningless life. At that moment, the cry of a baby suddenly woke him up. He approached and found a baby girl abandoned by the river. Feeling a deep connection, he decided to raise the baby as his own. 20 years later, the man, now relying on collecting scrap, had raised the girl. Every day, the girl would buy him a newspaper. But today, when the man saw the newspaper, he became agitated. It turned out that the younger brother, who had taken his identity as a college student, had now become the manager of a listed company. The girl immediately swore that she would seek justice for the man, but the younger brother now held so much power in the company that with their current status, they couldn't compete with him. The girl then thought of something. The company's CEO was an honest and selfless person who despised dishonest and untrustworthy subordinates. The CEO had set up an inspection team within the company, and anyone who found illegal activity had the right to report it. So the girl took the man to the head of the inspection team to expose the younger brother's fraudulent identity. They thought the issue would be resolved quickly, but to their surprise, the head of the inspection team misused his position to inform the younger brother and even called the security to lock them in a warehouse. It turned out that the next day was the younger brother's promotion banquet, and he couldn't allow anyone to ruin it. In front of the media, the younger brother hypocritically claimed that all his achievements were thanks to being admitted to Harvard University and expressed gratitude for his alma mater's nurturing. However, what he didn't expect was that the two managed to escape and were now preparing to expose his fraudulent mask at the promotion banquet.